Good, beautiful morning, everybody. It is Monday, November the 21st, 2022, and I want to welcome you to the Monday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. These are literally shortcuts for your soul. And during today, we're going to be communicating and connecting with the archangels of energy, Archangel Metatron. Some just call him Metatron. And he wants to have us understand how to access and utilize genetic codes and keys. And there's a distinction between codes and keys that he wants to make really clear. But before we get into that, say good morning. Who we got going on here today? Hello, Drusilla. Hello, TikTok, Facebook. Yeah, so we are at this very powerful time in human collective unconsciousness where we literally are poised between the two polarities of fear and love. We are posed between those two polarities of fear and love collectively, in that the overall human experience is not being determined by but a few people, but is being determined by all of us and our capacity to alter and shift our energy collectively from fear to love. And they want me to keep articulating this message repeatedly, that even though there are certain individuals controlling, orchestrating, and manipulating things through mass media mechanisms, that does not mean that each and every individual does not have a part to play in the process of human transformation. Everyone here on this physical dimension, and those that are gathering with us in the etheric and astral realms right now, the higher vibrational beings, the ascended masters, guides, angels, multidimensional beings that are converging here. We seem to be the laggard planet for some reason, that we have to shift from fear to love collectively. And every single human being on this planet is able to do this. So tell me, every one of us is able to make this shift from fear to love. One of the things that Lord Metatron is going to discuss today is this concept of how to access genetic codes and keys. He says codes are accessing specific genetic functions that are acquired and inherited from the process of experiential reality through the physical dimension. And the keys are being able to activate and install those codes into your life to make them functional. In our bodies, we are fortunate enough to have both the vibrations of fear and love resident in our genetic makeup. The vibration of fear is predominantly originating from our survival experiences on this physical dimension. Strictly information stored in our body that's based in survival. Survival from the perspective of your body is a beneficial thing, but survival from the perspective of your soul is not, because the soul doesn't function from the vibration of fear. It functions from the vibration of love. That is what you really are. And the body that you inhabit is a mechanism that's an animal. Your body is an animal body. We're going to get into some more very shortly. Good morning, Kira. How are you doing? Hi, Drusilla. Hello, Adam. Hello, Jacqueline. Good to see you guys here. Hello, TikTok and Facebook. Hello, Gina. Hi there. Yeah, hello, Lauren. Hello, Grand Design. Drusilla. So good to have you guys come in and join us today. So what are the codes? What are these genetic codes that he's saying we can access? He says there are codes that are based in survival, and there's codes that are based in love. Survival is based in fear, fight or flight, and love is based in creation, the ability to actually orchestrate, manifest, and alter and change our existing conditions in the physical dimension. We have this capacity to create intelligently from our own consciousness, from our soul. He says that most people are bound from the perspective of their biology only. They think that their body is the only locus of their identity. In other words, it's the center point of where you think you are, what you think you are being. Hi there. Hi, Marigold. Hi there, Animal. Good to see you guys. So accessing genetic codes, he says all possible codes exist in the human genome. That is, the lower vibrational planes of fear and the higher vibrational planes of love both exist within our DNA. The experience of pleasure is the doorway to finding and accessing the frequency of love. When the sensation of pleasure is not exclusively localized to the body, then you begin to get into expressions of love, compassion, kindness, creativity. But if the vibration of pleasure is located in the body specifically, then you will find yourself getting into the loss of the body, control, power issues, wanting to get from others what you cannot create yourself. But he says everybody has the capacity to create. Everyone has the capacity to create. Yes. Okay. So now we're going to talk a bit about accessing genetic codes. He says there's 2 steps to begin the process of accessing these vibrational codes that are stored within our DNA. He says the ones that are related to fear are already well established. He says they're exhausted. It's one of the reasons why humanity is struggling today. He says the function of instinct, the function of survival is exhausted, which is why humanity is also falling into these lower vibrational energies right now. But he says to begin to access the codes, you need to recognize the distinction between your awareness, yourself, and your physical body. You must place the body into a position where it is no longer in control of you, where it is not dictating where you will look or what you will say or what you will do based on the codes of survival. He says once you get the body into a place where you make it open and receptive to your awareness, then the doorway begins to open where you can begin to access these codes that are based in love. Anytime you find your body excites you or distracts you from the process of experiencing your creative process, you are still living in instinct. You're still living from the platform of survival. Right now, he says there's about 72% of the population on the planet are predominantly living from survival. He says of the remaining 28%, 10% of those are in the process of transitioning into the function of love. The balance are actively working on the process of creation through love, and a very small percentage are maintaining the process of keeping a certain majority of you in the vibration of fear, in your instinct, because it benefits them that you would be afraid, for you will look to them to alleviate your fear rather than understanding the own creative process that you have innately within you to create your own life, to divine your own design for your life, to manifest the creative manifestation that you as a soul are able to do. Please understand that you are not the vehicle, the body. You are the awareness, but you must get your body into a place where it is no longer directing and controlling and manipulating you from the perspective of your 5 physical senses. It becomes very valuable then when you can establish this authority over your body that you will gain access to information and ideas that are not available to you in the function of survival. In the function of survival, it is only the physical body that dictates and determines your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions from a survival perspective. Once you are able to get the body where it is submissive to you, and you are directing it, is not directing you anymore, then you move into a position where you begin to shift away from instinct and survival towards the function of creation. Now, the codes are the information of love and fear that you can access when the body is in a state of receptivity to you. The keys are the ideas that you can access and vibrationally install in your body. Right now, the vast majority of you have installed in your body the keys and codes of fear and survival. But within your body, there is also the keys and codes of creation. And what it is we would suggest that you do is understand that thought that you choose consciously will loan itself a great deal to liberating you from subjectivity to your instinctual nature. That is to no longer be subjective to what the body's needs and wants are exclusively from the perspective of survival, but to begin to intelligently understand that your body is designed to serve you, that there's certain things that you need to do with it rather than what it wants to do with you, that you can establish a body that is immaculate and healthy and vibrant and strong. that you can establish the way your body will be and not simply alone yourself to its sensations, manipulating and controlling you into the suffering that many of you are going through unnecessarily. So the keys are the ideas that stimulate or activate the codes within your genetic system. The key, the thoughts, the ideation of love and compassion and kindness and playfulness and inventiveness and excitement and goodness. These are keys that, when activated in your body, will begin to allow you to express your divine nature here and not leave you localized to the expression of simply being basically an animal living in a human body. That is what many of you believe you are. You believe you are just that body. You believe you simply are the contents of your thoughts, and nothing can be further from the truth. You are a divine entity here to understand and grasp the function of creation. There are many individuals from many star systems, many dimensions, that are here with you now in higher vibrational planes of energy. That is the spectrum in love. The spectrum in love. There are many in the spectrum of love here with you now that can begin to offer you guidance and information if you are open to those frequencies, as equally as there are those that are in lower planes of energy, in survival, in fear, that benefit from you being in that state of energy. You will always know if you are operating from codes and keys that are based in the body where you are subjected to it, because you will be suffering unnecessarily. You will be doing and thinking and saying things, and you know that they're not the right things for you to be thinking and saying and doing. And yet you wonder, how can I do or think or say anything else? But you must understand the function of your mind and body, and that you are not subjective to it, that you can begin to originate direction over your mind and body to no longer remain subservient to it, nor to the will of those that would prefer that you remain subservient to it. For there are many that are benefiting from your suffering. And there are even more that will benefit from your love. When you activate the code and keys of love in your genetic system, then the expression of your soul begins to take hold. Then the true nature of who and what you are will be revealed not only to you, but to the world around you. Understand that genetic codes of fear are well established in your body, whereas the genetic codes of love are not as well established. Although they exist within each and every one of you, there is not one on this planet that is devoid of the codes and keys of love. There is not one of you. It is simply many of you are activated or bound in the lower vibrational codes and keys of fear and survival. One simple step, again, if you come to this one, you will find over the coming weeks there will be information imparted to you that will afford you the opportunity to begin to establish the healthy role of authority that you are supposed to be in relationship to your body and your environment. The body and your environment are meant to be mediums through which you creatively articulate your soul, your consciousness, your light. The mind, the body, and this physical dimension are the mediums through which you are here to learn the function of creation. Come and learn. Learn that your body is an instrument for the expression of your divinity. Learn that the quality of the thoughts in your mind diminish or augment the expression of your divinity, and that you have authority over the nature and quality of thoughts that will be allowed in your mind. You have authority over the nature and qualities of actions that you will allow your body to perform, that you do not have to follow the dictates of your body, but your body must always follow the dictates of your soul. And until that distinction is made where you believe you think you are the body, it is very difficult to make a different determination or a different change in your expression. It becomes very difficult to activate new codes and keys genetically if you believe that your mind and body are simply unavailable for you to change, that you must simply live with them as they are. Let us please establish with you that your mind and your body are not you. They are instruments that you utilize through this physical medium of manifestation. That is what your mind and body are. Most of what is in your mind, you did not choose to put there. but you do have authority to change it in any moment, irregardless of what your environment is saying or doing. You are the divine authority over the instrument you find yourself existing in at this time. So please understand, you have established in your body specific genetic keys and codes across a spectrum from fear to love. That for most of the experience of the physical dimension, many of you have stayed or are stuck in this dimensional realm of survival, which is fear. Your capacity now must be one of choosing. You must now come to the place where you choose between fear or you choose between love, but you cannot ignore the necessity to choose. Your very existence on this planet in the coming decades is completely dependent on your capacity to access specific qualities of energy and information, and then to impart that quality of energy and information into your physical dimension, as you have been doing from the vibrational codes and keys of survival, which is in your genetic system, the will for the body to survive, to thrive, to exist. But now it must be surrendered in that you must now begin to originate into your mind and body ideas and information that uplift your expression from fear to love, from uncertainty to creativity, from judgment to compassion, from anxiety to patience. You must learn to establish the new codes and keys in your genetic, activate them. They are all in you now to activate love, to activate creativity, to activate compassion, to activate goodness towards your body and the world. That is, you take care of the body, you take care of the world. You do unto yourself what you will do unto others. That is just what happens when you establish a certain reality in your system of this biology. But you're in a very unique place, all of you. You're in a very unique place in that while death is an illusion, nothing more nor less than the transmutation of matter from one state to another, you are exempt from the process of death, as most of you believe. You are bound by the conditions of death, and that is the end of you. And I will say to you right now, that is not the case, that in fact, you are very much able to exist outside of the body. In fact, every one of you does this. Every time you place that body into a place you call sleep, you are no longer localized to the identity of that body. But many of you do not understand how to awaken yourself to who you are outside the identity of the body. The information that will be coming through this particular place on a regular basis will loan itself to giving you the opportunity to liberate yourself from subjectivity to what the world has conditioned you to believe is absolute. And let it be said here and now that nothing is absolute, that you as a creative intelligence are able to alter time, space, and matter significantly differently than many of you believe, but nonetheless, all of you have that same equal potential, but it must be actualized. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, Drusilla. Thank you for that super chat. I really appreciate it. She says, I'm in need of a message. I feel like a ping pong ball. Wow, I got to say, yeah, I know. We are at this place. I mean, the planet's shifting rapidly. And yes, I know. They keep telling me, I got so many different beings talking to me right now. Understand, our planet is undergoing massive changes. It is a living entity. And our relationship energetically with it is well established. What most humans don't realize is that our emotion is orchestrating conditions in time and space. Our emotions collectively orchestrate conditions in time and space. Those few that are in manipulation and control positions on the planet know this very well, that emotion organizes conditions of matter, time, and space. But even they will not have the authority nor the power to stop what is unfolding unless they change from the vibrational manipulations of fear to the vibrational extensions of love and creativity and compassion and kindness. But for you specifically, Drusilla, listen, everybody's going to be going through this, especially in the next few years. This ping pong ball, what you need to do, and they keep telling me to do the same thing, you need to actually sit down, place the body into a state where it's completely relaxed. And then place the mind, your thought process, into a place of silence. And that's where a lot of people have difficulty. I want to add something that this coming weekend, I'll put this up on the screen for those of you who are there. This coming weekend, we have our Masterclass 102, Releasing Past Emotions from the Body and Mind. It begins this Saturday. You've still got a few more days to register. Understand, if you cannot run your mind and you cannot run your body, they will run you. It's that simple. Your mind and body are instruments, and it's so important. Sit yourself down, like really, like you want to sit down, and you want to be able to really connect your body to a place of silence. Connect your mind to a place of silence. When your mind and body are in a place of silence, you as an awareness can begin to access other realms of information. And Drusilla, those other realms of information are available to you today. Like literally sit the body down. Breathe it until it is relaxed. Then still your mind. Give your thought process up, put it aside. Allow your awareness to become detached from subjectivity to these thoughts, these memories, these emotions, and these future concerns. Give your awareness permission to be free of what you think you know. And in that place where you step out of what you know, you move into the opportunity to perceive information that is outside of what you know. And you may ask us today very clearly and decisively, guide me. And we would simply say to you, what is love? What is love as an expression on your face? What is love as an expression in how you move? What is love as thought in your mind? What is love? Contemplate this. Ask to be shown what is love. Allow that light to be given to your mind and body through the vehicle of your own consciousness. Wow. Thank you so much, Drusilla. I really appreciate that. There are just so many things. Yeah, there's a lot of people in chaos right now, not because they want to be in chaos. We are very aware of what our creative process is. Everybody on this dimension, on a soul level, we all know what's being created right now. We all know it. We all know that we're predominantly focusing on energy of fear, and we need to shift ourselves from fear to love. Collectively, we have to do that. If we don't do that, it's going to be very, very, very difficult to stop the train from rolling. But we still have time. Some people are saying we have until 2036, 2035. I've been told we have until 2044 to shift human collective energy from fear to love. Yes, but learn to sit your body down. Oh, you're welcome. Hi, Drusilla. Yeah, a lot of people going through it. Question from Tanya. Past weekend, I was with a friend, had an alcoholic beverage. I was channeling her mom. What I said was really from her. I felt the alcohol allowed this channeling. Can her mom say something? Can her mom say something? She's saying she hasn't had that feeling in a long time. She's referring to the whatever you drank. She said she really enjoyed it. Yes. But yeah. She's saying something about I keep getting shown this face of just a smiling face, and a mouth open. She's quite surprised. Tell your friend the heart before. I don't know. She's saying something about the heart before. Sorry, I'm so caught up in the realization that she actually enjoyed the sensation she felt in your body from the alcohol. That's pretty cool. I don't recommend doing spiritual mediumship with alcohol or any lower vibrational energy, but she says she really appreciated that. But something about a heart, the heart, don't leave her heart behind. Thank you. She's saying, tell her, do not leave your heart behind. Bring it forward with you. Bring your love forward. It's not in the past. I am not dead. I am not dead. I am with you now. Yes. A lot of people don't understand that the body is not who you are. The personality is not who you are. You are a sentient being. Wow, thank you, Tanya, for that question. Many blessings to that individual friend of yours and her mother. It's the first time I've ever heard them say that. I really like that sensation. Question from Gina. Recently, I have returned to a state of anger. I work on releasing it. I don't like it. I have asked to release what the root of this is to return to love and peace. Any suggestions? Absolutely. Come out and take our masterclass. Seriously, come out and take our masterclass this Saturday. What you want to do is you want to go to my website. It's right there, WilliamMichaelForbes.com. Register for the 102 course. This masterclass is on how to release old, dense emotions from your body and the thoughts that are connected to those old emotions from your mind. There's a process. You can literally liberate old emotions from your body and old thoughts that are connected to those emotions from your mind. And unless you remove them, you can suppress emotions. This is what most people do. They suppress emotions, so they don't feel them, and it suppresses the thoughts. But then the thought gets triggered by the environment, and suddenly the emotions activate again. You have to know how to release the emotion from your body. Seriously, for any of you that are going through what Gina's talking about, please, for Pete's sake, get out and learn how to liberate yourself from these old, past, dense emotions. They will not serve you. Question from TikTok. I feel like I can't turn off the mind to meditate. It's constantly racing. Hi, Courtney. Thank you, Courtney, on TikTok for that question. Yes, this is a common thing right now. The earth is literally physically speeding up. The human mind is getting out of control, and the soul is feeling overwhelmed. So the simple thing to begin to do, and again, I highly recommend you come to the Masterclass 102. Sign up for WilliamMichaelForbes.com. Sign up for our 102 Masterclass that begins this Saturday. And I promise you, you'll understand how to meditate within a week's time. You'll understand the process, enough of the fundamentals that you'll be able to get your mind and your body and your emotions into a state where you can begin to retrain them to serve you instead of being subjective. A lot of people are feeling manipulated and overwhelmed by their minds and bodies, and they have not been given the information and knowledge that the mind and the body are not who they are. They're really instruments that we are here to utilize in our function of creation. I really hope you'll come out and join us, Courtney. It's a beautiful thing. Question from Eve. Where did it go? It just disappeared. Can you find that again? Wonderful. Yeah, I'm just taking questions from different mediums. Here we go. Question. How do I heal from a broken heart from son and ex-husband? Thank you so much, Eve. Really important question. You know, your journey, all of our journey, while it is highly individual, there is a process of surrendering pain. You know, vibration within us creates the conditions we feel. The emotions and thoughts we hold most often in our mind are creating our conditions. Whatever you find yourself in right at this moment, there's emotions in your subconscious field, thoughts in your mind that are generating the conditions of your experience. If you're able to alter and change the nature and the quality of the emotions in your mind and body, you'll change the conditions in your life. So when things change, you'll get very excited because you know you're creating something better. And we would simply say to you, dear one, understand, if you take the time to align yourself to a vibration of love in this moment, to remain in the vibration of love in this moment, the pain and the suffering of your memory will abate, because you find yourself suffering not because of who you are, but because of what you remember. And many of you find yourself living in your past in the present, or your future past. Many of you have not learned how to live in the present. You often resurrect the past. Do not let the dead resurrect the dead. Do not live in the past, present. Live here and now. Many of you do not understand this process of shifting your awareness from what was to what is. And what is that you are love. That is your true nature. Wow. Thank you so much for that, Eve. Really appreciate that question. Question from Moran. I am very connected to Merlin. Can I receive a message from her related to my progress in the current period, please? Thank you so much. Again, I'm seeing you sitting in a forest. There's a circle of flowers around you. There's like 3 circles of flowers around you. And there are 4 large trees that you're sitting in the middle of. to connect to the essence of the Divek kingdom, to connect to the essence of the Divek kingdom. The energies will come through the root. They'll come up through you. Like, find this place. You know this place. He says you know this place. It is a very sacred place. It does not matter, but there's flowers in circles around you. I don't know. Is this an actual? He says this is an actual place that you know, where there's these 4 trees that you favor and sit in the middle of them. He says you can imagine or visualize the flowers around you, but allow the vibration of the Divek kingdom to come up through your root chakra into you. He said this will activate the connection between he's calling it the unfettered connection between spirit and matter. Again, I don't know what that means, but maybe you can that give us some illumination on that. Question from many. Yeah, how can we learn our gifts? Again, everyone has unique gifts. Everyone came here for a unique expression. That's to who you are as a soul, not who you are as a mind and body. Although your body and mind can either augment or diminish that. Yes. So understand, to access the gifts, you must decouple your awareness from subjectivity to your personality, so that you can begin to access the information that's available to you outside of who you think you are. Many of you are stuck in who you think you are, in the emotions and the memories that you have gathered through the many lifetimes of experience. You must learn to differentiate yourself from what you know to begin to gain informational access to what you do not know. For what you do not know is much more vast in terms of what it can offer you in terms of understanding and knowledge and lessons. What you know is so small and tiny by comparison, but learn to surrender your attachment to what you know. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's really important what they're saying here. You know, it's really important you understand that all of this is about accessing genetic codes and keys and installing new ones that the body needs to let you express what you came here to express. You are a divine entity. I don't care who you are in the body. You're a divine entity. You have a mind, you have a body. Most of what's in your mind and body isn't even yours. It was made up and given to you by the world. You are a soul. Learn to differentiate yourself from your thoughts, your memories, your emotions. And again, our 102 Masterclass will really empower virtually anybody who comes in the program that's able to focus and concentrate a little bit on how to shift your awareness out of being stuck in the personality, stuck in the old motions of the body, and learn how to awaken yourself more to who you really are. And I've got to tell you, once you step outside of who you think you are, there's a level of freedom that comes available to you that's pretty remarkable. Hello, Grand Design. Oh, thank you so much. Grand Design saying, look, ladies and gentlemen, a true medium at work. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Question from Rue Lorca. May I have a message today? Thank you. Oh, I don't know who this is, Rue, but they're coming in. This is just like the energy of Archangel Gabriel coming in. And they're saying to contemplate, tell them to contemplate on the thoughtless things. The color white would be very beneficial for this one. Tell them to focus on the color white. Yes, they may sit in front of a wall with a chair, and they may look strictly at a white wall. Do not let any thought come in. But let no thought that they know come in, but let that which they do not know come in. I like that. That's really cool. So what Gabriel is saying is literally sit in front of a wall, blank wall. Just pure white wall. Sit there and just look at it. Don't try to let your mind make stuff up about it. Hang on. They're saying it will take you about 20 minutes to get the mind out of the way enough. It should be fairly easy for you to dismiss the thoughts that you already know. It should be fairly easy to dismiss the thoughts you know, so that the ones you do not know will be obviously revealed to you. You'll be able to tell the difference between what you know and do not know. But this is a very simple way for you to get your mind out of the way, which keeps you inhibited from being able to understand the true nature of who you are, which is what you're asking. Many of you are asking that right now. This is what people are struggling with. Drusilla, the 102 is what really showed me how to meditate. Great courses. Thank you so much, Drusilla, and it is. It's an awesome course. Question from Animo. When I first awoke, I learned we can heal ancestral karma, and I worked on this. That's very exciting, by the way, healing ancestral karma. Yeah, you can. And I worked on this intentionally. Is there a guidance for this endeavor with today's genetic code message? Thank you. Yes. Again, what Metatron was saying earlier about like codes are information, keys are the way to open that information or close that information, unlock it, unlock it. Most people are bound by the genetic codes and keys of fear and survival because they believe that the body is what determines their existence. And the body is not what determines your existence. The body is the vehicle through which you express your existence. Your consciousness goes through matter. Matter does not go through you, you go through matter. But quite simply, please understand that your ability to make this distinction between your awareness, that which you are as love, your ability to make that distinction between your awareness, your mind, and your body is the key factor that you must comprehend in order to understand how to activate and deactivate specific codes and the keys. To have certain keys that you need to install and certain keys you need to get rid of. You need to lock away the function of instinct and restore the function of love. Yes, you can learn to do this most easily. You can learn to do this most easily by the process, the gateway, which was spoken of in the few days past. Yes. So on Saturday, we do a Saturday meditation program, and you're welcome to join it. Where on Saturday, this last Saturday, they called it Meditation is the Doorway to Freedom. I think that's what they called it anyway. Anyway, meditation is the door to freedom. And that means you have to learn to get your mind and body into a position where they're subservient to you, not your master, they're your servants. That's what Master Jesus keeps telling me. He said people think that servants and masters are about physical people. No, your mind and body are the servants. They're the servants that he speaks of all the time. Your mind and body are the servants in your house. And you must learn to teach your servants to do as you command, not to be subjective to this thing the body wants and that thing the body wants, or this thought or that thought. Learn to realize you are the thinker, not the thoughts. You are the feeler, not the feelings. Anyway, that's a great consideration, Animal. It's such a profound thing. Question from Vertical. In China, sheep are walking in a circle for more than 10 days incessantly. What is happening? Thank you for bringing this up. Wow, thank you. So Metatron's coming in again, and he's saying you must understand that the vibrational conditions that are being presented to you as an effect of your collective creating is causing effects that are altering and changing the conditions of your environment. You have been so bound by the vibrational offering of fear that you have ignored the vibrational function of love. So you will see many odd and strange things happening around your planet and to your people as long as you remain attached to your fear. You must learn to collectively align to the vibration of love. It's what you truly are. You must get your mind and your body and your actions in alignment with love, and you will begin to see wonders unfold. And as equally as perplexing as some of these events you will see occurring, they are not disconnected from you. The vibrational offering of fear is very specific in its effects upon your experiences of time and space. The vibrational effects of the frequency of love upon your experience of time and space is very different. And each will afford you an experience, and you will call that experience, depending upon the perspective of your being, you will call it either good or bad, but there is no middle ground. You cannot serve two masters. You can serve only love or fear here. And each will give birth to its own unique experience for you. But you can see these ones going in circle, just like humanity has been going in circle for many millennium, in circles of fear, fear, fear. Surrender your fear. Stop going in circles. Stop. Question from Mum. Do I have any message? I'm getting, you need to eat a lot of citrus. I'm being shown oranges specifically, but you need lots of citrus. You need to consume lots of citrus for 3 days. There's something in the upper chest area that needs to be purged. Citrus. Orange is dominant, but I'm also being shown limes as a secondary, but you need to ingest a citrus, like good citrus. It'll clear this up from the chest that they're telling me you have right now. This is your guardian angel. Yeah, it'll clear it up from the chest. But citrus, they're saying citrus. That's for somebody on TikTok. Question from Lauren: does Metatron have a message for me? He's saying you need to be in silence a bit more. He's saying indulge your silence. There's something about something there's a necklace or something that you normally wear. There's a necklace that you haven't worn it, but it's very, very powerful in terms of stabilizing your field, your biological field. He said it will loan itself to allowing you to bring forth this offering of peace. But there's a particular necklace, and it's like a medallion sort of thing. I'm getting like gold and copper in color, and there's something on it. There's like a flower or something on it. And you need to put that on and bring in silence with that. He says that those two things will help you anchor the frequency into the flesh. Cool, I like that. Thank you so much, Lauren. Another question from TikTok from Sophie. Why my best friend took her distances from me? Understand, it is not what you lose that you should concern yourself with, but ask yourself this: what am I inviting into my life now? Ask yourself this question. What are you, if one thing leaves, another shall enter? What are you inviting? What are you inviting? Are you inviting something more delightful and wondrous into your life? Are you inviting something more wondrous into your life? You must consider. So many of you get caught up on things having to be a certain way. You do not look for the opportunities of your own creation, that you've asked to be given something new in your life. And so something old leaves, and now you wish to go back to the old and close the door to the new. You must understand you've called this forth. Be excited, rejoice, for that which is coming shall be received if you understand how to receive. Are you open to receive? This you must understand. So many of you say, I want this, I need this, I want, and then things change, and you get upset when things change, when you ask them to change, and then, oh, you want it to go back the way it was before, but you don't want, but now you're uncomfortable. It's very confusing, isn't it? So rejoice for what you are bringing. Look, be open to receiving that which the space is now made in your life for. Wow, I love that. Thank you so much. Yes, that's a male figure, very, very elderly energy to this one, from like, feels like about 2 lifetimes ago. Again, I get it. That's on your mother's side, and he's really loved you. He only saw you for a brief time before he had to leave that physical body. But he's saying, don't be afraid of what is to come. Wow, I really love that. Thank you so much. Thank you for your question. Where are we time-wise? I think we'll take one more question today, guys. Take one question from TikTok. Also, can I please have any message from Manny's? You need to slow down. They tell me you gotta slow down. Drop your impatience. Like literally, when you find yourself being hurried, literally slow down deliberately. They're saying you're gonna find, once you get past the impulse to rush, you're gonna find a peace that you've been seeking in your hurry. You will not find the peace you're seeking when you are rushing, but you will find the peace you're seeking within it. Yeah, really slow down. Really slow down. Resist the urge to rush. Thank you so much for that question. One last question from One Love 77. May I please have a message from Source? Om. I'm just getting this one word to you. Om. Delightful. Well, guys, thank you so much for your time, your energy. Thank you for the super chats. If you want to support this channel, please use my Patreon account, patreon.com/William Michael Forbes. And again, I encourage all of you, come out, Sign up for our 102 Masterclass. Learn to master your emotions and your mind. You're not meant to be a slave to your mind and body. They're meant to be your servants. Come out, sign up. WilliamMichaelForbes.com is the place to register for the course, WilliamMichaelForbes.com. And if you've enjoyed this video, please leave your comments, any suggestions, ideas, information, share your experiences with others, but leave a comment below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube. If you're on TikTok, come on over and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're on YouTube, go over to my TikTok and subscribe there. And I want to wish you all much love. Have yourselves a wonderful, a joyful day, and I will see you guys on Wednesday, where we got Archangel Raphael coming. What did he say he was doing again? I meditated. I write this stuff. He says, you are the conduit for healing, and that's going to be this Wednesday with Archangel Raphael. You are the conduit for healing. I'm really excited about this because Raphael is like really, he's a master healer, so understand that. Join us on Wednesday, 10 a.m. on Shortcuts for Soul. Have yourselves a wonderful and a joyful day, and I will see you all Wednesday. Bye for now.